for tuning in. Again, this is Chris from Tech Nerds. I just want to thank you guys for all the comments and likes and everything you've done on our page. Again, this is definitely very new for me, so I'm still learning. But I just want to do this video for Robert from our A Plus Net Plus group chat. He was asking about the pros and cons of being in healthcare IT. And there are a lot more pluses. There are some cons. So you just kind of have to weigh it out. But I'll include some links at the bottom of the description. So please check them out. So pro number one, job security. Once you get into the healthcare IT field and you have that experience, you can pretty much go anywhere. A lot of hospitals are, again, they're moving towards digital. So they want to have somebody that's more in depth to what's going on in the healthcare field. Again, I will probably search out that healthcare IT certification from CompTIA. It's been a vital tool in what I've been learning, so I would definitely jump on that. Salary wise, that's another pro. You can do a lot more in healthcare than most places because there's so many roles that you can fill. From either you're working in bugs crawling on either you're working in security or you're working in PACS, which is that's another thing a lot of people don't know about because it's not really an industry standard thing. Is PACS is called Picture Archiving Communication System, and what this is the digital storage and transmission of images. So you can be an administrator, you can be an analyst, and there's many caveats to that. So you might be doing from radiology to ancillary, ambulatory orders, stuff like that. So like I said, there's a lot more roles you can go into other than just being in desktop support or infrastructure or anything like that. And PACS is doing nothing but growing. And they're also, what they're pushing towards is the exchange of hospital records between not only just other hospital systems within the United States, but they're trying to integrate the stuff all over the world. So if you're part of that, then definitely you probably want to look towards being a PACS administrator or in some type of role like that. I would say, again, mobility. Again, you can go anywhere with this field, and it's only getting better. So pros are definitely, those are it. As far as cons, I wouldn't really say it's a con, but you really just have to weigh it out. I read an article that among healthcare IT professionals, we do encounter a lot higher level of stress because you have to think about patients. If you have a monitor or a computer that goes out while somebody's having surgery, that's a pretty big thing, and it needs somebody to fix it like as soon as possible. I know I would want, if I'm sitting on the table and they're cutting me open, and if the computer goes out or the monitor goes out or the power goes out, you got a patient on a table. So again, you have to look at that. The stress level is just a little bit higher than normal, opposed to regular day-to-day operations. Like somebody's email is not working, that's fine. That can get fixed within a certain amount of time. Somebody's monitor went out on their basic desktop, that's fine. But again, you got to think about, you have a doctor in the OR, you have an imaging center with a whole bunch of patients. Again, time is of the essence. So, and also availability. If you're the only guy that can fix something on a CT, MRI, ultrasound machine, or an interface, definitely your phone will probably ring a lot more than usual. So you just want to look at that. Another con, I guess to say a con, is it's hard to find personnel if you're a hiring manager, I guess, or if you're looking to get into the field. I would say just getting that interview might be difficult sometimes. Just really depends on who you know. A lot of people, they see it posted on a page, and it really just depends on who you know sometimes. That's really all I can say about it. But other than that, it's a great field. Again, I'm pushing towards information security, and I think that's going to be one of the biggest things about healthcare. The government is that is another con. The government is regulating it very heavily. I think they do it a lot more than banks actually. Only because that, again, you're dealing with something totally new. Patient records are all digital, and I think that hackers have found like a new gold mine, because if you look in healthcare IT news, they are hitting hospitals like crazy, stealing patient records, and of course, this stuff has all of your vital information in it. And also, you have to look at the vulnerability of medical machines. They have IP addresses now, so they're just as vulnerable as any other computer. So that's another concern. So, like I said, the government is regulating this. So, like, it's a plus for you, because if you get into the field, you are working in the security part of it. That's great, but you also have to look at liability. If your network does get hacked, or if any patient records, if you do have a data breach, you are held liable for that. And the government, they do fine. I just saw an article the other day where some patient records got stolen. Well, not even stolen. Somebody lost a phone that had no password. It was not encrypted. They fined a hospital almost $700,000. So if you look in the healthcare IT news, you will see a lot of that stuff and what is going on. So I hope this helps, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to inbox me. Definitely subscribe to the page. I'm going to put out some more content for you pretty soon. But thank you for tuning in. All right, bye.